The alien stood motionless at the edge of the crater, steam hissing off its sleek black skin like smoke from a forge. 8 feet tall, it was humanoid, but only barely. Its limbs were too long, its head too narrow, and its eyes 2 slivers of luminous violet, pulsed like dying stars. It had arrived 3 days ago, crashing into the Nevada desert with the impact of a meteor. Since then, it hadn't moved more than a few feet. The government threw up a perimeter within hours. Scientists, soldiers, and specialists all gathered in a frenzied flurry around the being. But none dared approach it. Not even the autonomous drones got closer than 30 feet before they short-circuited and fell dead in the sand. Satellites overhead blurred when aimed directly at it. Cameras failed. Audio feeds distorted. It was as if reality bent around the creature. And yet it stood there, waiting. On the 4th day, someone stepped through the perimeter fence. No authorization. No orders. Just one man, unarmed, dressed in dusty cargo pants, a weather-beaten jacket, and a wide-brimmed hat. "Who the hell is that?" barked Colonel Anders through the command tent radio. He and the others watched from a safe distance as the man walked slowly, calmly toward the edge of the crater. "Sir, that's Elias Crow," said a young sergeant. "He was stationed here a few years back. Retired now. Ranch nearby. Used to be in First Contact Research Division." "He's a civilian." "Yes, sir." "Well, someone get him the hell back." "No comms, sir." He smashed the relay post on his way in. Deliberately. Colonel Anders stared through his binoculars, teeth grinding. What's he doing? Approaching the alien. Chapter 1. Elias Crow. Elias Crow had seen things in his day that made even the most hardened Marines flinch. But this wasn't fear. It was curiosity. Beneath his calm demeanor, a storm of old instincts churned. He knew a standoff when he saw one. This being, whatever it was waiting. Not attacking. Not defending. Just existing. And every expert in the camp had already made the mistake of viewing it as a threat. That's not how you begin contact. So he came with no weapons, no tech, not even a radio. Just his presence. The moment he crossed the 30-foot mark, the air changed. He felt it. Heavy, electric, as if the atmosphere itself was aware of him. Watching him. Testing. The alien shifted for the first time in days. Footstep. Just one. Its head turned toward him, its eyes narrowing. But there was no aggression in the motion. Just acknowledgement. Elias stopped at the crater's edge, boots sinking slightly into the sand. He raised both hands slowly, palms outward. "I'm Elias," he said aloud, though he knew it probably didn't matter. "You've come a long way, haven't you?" The alien tilted its head. Then a sound, no, a vibration, resonated in Elias's skull. It didn't speak with words. Projected something deeper, something primal. The name wasn't heard, it was felt. "Yes," Elias said. "That's me." Chapter 2. The Test. The military went into full lockdown mode. No one could get near Elias now, and drones that tried were swatted from the air by invisible forces. Colonel Anders wanted tanks, airstrikes, something. Anything. But the president himself had issued a stand-down order. "Observe," he'd said. "Do not interfere." So the world watched. Broadcast feeds struggled to show anything near the crater, but satellite thermal imaging still worked. Barely. The world could see 2 figures standing across from each other. One alien. Man. And then the visions began. Not for Elias, but for the people watching. Across the globe, people started dreaming. Not the idle, surreal fragments of the unconscious, but coherent, vivid dreams of alien worlds. Cities carved into the sides of floating mountains. trees made of crystal and rivers that shimmered with thought. Beings like the visitor, tall, elegant, strange, moving through their lives in peace, purpose, and power. And in every dream, there was a shadow creeping closer. A hunger. A force that devoured not just life, but meaning itself. Elias stood in silence, unaware that his mere presence had triggered this mass connection. The alien stepped closer. 2 feet now. It was within arm's reach. Elias's body screamed at him to retreat, to run, but he didn't. Instead, he whispered, "You're not here to invade, are you? Well, what do you want? To understand if you can survive what's coming." Elias blinked. What is coming? The alien reached out with one impossibly long finger and touched his forehead. The world around him shattered. Chapter 3 Revelation. Elias fell through space. Not literally, but it felt like falling. An endless drop through layers of perception, each one revealing truths he wasn't sure the human mind was built to comprehend. He saw Earth from orbit, then from deep time. He watched it rise and fall. Ice ages, extinctions, civilizations rising and crumbling. All of it a blink in the cosmic timeline. Then he saw something else. A blackness creeping between the stars. Not just physical but metaphysical. A predator not of life, but of consciousness. It consumed awareness, leaving behind husks of once living worlds. The alien species, called the Veruan, had encountered it first eons ago. They fled, warned others. Most didn't listen. Earth was next. But not all was lost. Because in their long flight through the stars, the Veruan had learned something impossible. Certain species, rare species, could fight it. Not with weapons. Not with ships. But with sheer psychic resilience. With imagination. With will. With humanity. If guided, if sharpened, if taught, humans might just be able to resist what others could not. But first, the Veruan had to know, were humans ready to be shown the truth? That's why the alien had come. That's why Elias had been chosen. Chapter 4. The Communion. When Elias awoke, he was no longer at the crater's edge. He stood inside a vast chamber made of shifting light and impossible geometry. The alien was there, smaller now, or perhaps Elias was larger. Their minds touched fully now, like two tuning forks vibrating in harmony. Memories poured into Elias like a river breaking a dam. Knowledge. The Veruan had lost entire planets. But a few survived because they bonded with other species. Formed psychic links. Shared resonance. Elias was offered the same. Become more than human. Or walk away and leave Earth blind to what approached. He didn't hesitate. "I'm in," he said. And with that, the Veruan merged part of itself with him. Not possession, not control, but a partnership. Symbiosis. The first of its kind on Earth. When he woke again, he was lying in the sand. The alien was gone. Not dead. Not vanished. Integrated. And Elias Crow was no longer just a man. Chapter 5. The New World. The changes began immediately. He could sense thoughts, not specific but emotional currents. He could see energy patterns in living things. He could feel the vibration of approaching danger from miles away. And he wasn't alone. Others had received fragments of the dream. All across the globe, people were awakening to strange gifts. Art became prophecy. Music triggered visions. Writers told stories that aligned with Veruan memory. A new age had begun. Elias became a quiet guardian. Guide. Not a prophet. Not a leader, but a teacher. He built the first resonance school in Arizona, far from cities. Those who had dreams came to him, seeking understanding. And as the years passed, humanity grew.